All I tie up they shoelaces. Young fly lip, got rich on suitcases. Ain't slept since. It seems like 5 days since. Every time I hold up my wrist, it's a new face. I shouldn't have got a whip for her. She came to my convention. She texting these. She give me a commission. Only time these could get at me is my mentions. Buy for it, get it tailored, I know her dimension. She's so in love with CC, it's all over her wish list. They took her to the back room, I let her get the bitch. Full of envy, don't put them in your business. I let you go for whatever you want and she ain't get. I'm 800 and on chrome jean, camo shirts and a long sleeve. I'll be gone for a month or two, I'm knocking off this money. I gotta keep some racks inside my reach, get lonely. You know what I mean? Bro taught us get our own. My on my armpit, I'm turning up like I don't got my own. Cut off on an island, both our phones on silent. Like what you heard about me, you gotta come and try this.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now here's Paul. Back to Wembanyama. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Chris Paul, so smart as a point guard. Any weaknesses in the defense, he's going to exploit.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Timberwolves with possession here. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Now Harrison Barnes missing on the three. Randall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Down low, here's Wembanyama. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Now here's Paul. Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. To the inside. Edwards. Good. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Paul's shot is off.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Randall. Here's Gobert. Goes back up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 10.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Paul is doubled. Inside. The kick out to Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves leading by 6. Outside Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
A 3 from Barnes. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got a couple of threes now in the first for San Antonio. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Timberwolves substitution. Now. Jaden McDaniels.
Minnesota in the lead. Out to the right wing. Pick by Randall. To the middle. Rebound San Antonio. Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Wembanyama. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Reed. Rebound by Sohan. And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 7. And it's Vassell in the corner. All alone. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Edwards with it. The muscle from Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says, I have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Barnes. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Al Paul hasn't made one yet. Three-pointer, and that one's good. Barnes.
Hey, when you lay off of Harrison Barnes, he's going to go right up on the catch.
Here's Edwards. Rebound, San Antonio. Beyond the arc. Vassell, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Edwards inside. 8 points for him. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Randall, and he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through contact and gets the shot. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Edwards. And here's Gobert. Out to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
And here is Paul. Nothing on the board. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot falls short this time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Edwards. Goes up the baseline. Good. He hits the jump shot. Edwards got 10 points.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 12.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Garza. Makes it off the glass.
Assist.
Now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the shot goes in.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Out to Edwards. Gobert, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here on free throw coming up. The Timberwolves had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Gets it off. No good on that one. And that does it for the first half of play. Timberwolves lead by 6. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Over to the wing. Here's Champagne. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 5. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism. Rising up for the throwdown, major hops from Edwards.
To the middle. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
To the inside. Edwards. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. A 3 ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular play. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Outside Conley. Another miss by Minnesota. Spurs trail by 6. Inside. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Spurs passing it around. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Here's Wembanyama. The second chance effort. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Conley. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Gobert in the corner. And again, unable to change momentum here. Out left to the wing. Down low. And finish off by Collins.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For the lead. And that one's good, Champagny. Now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's San Antonio.
42.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Spurs leading by 3. A 3 from Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
To the right side. Pass to Barnes. And Wembanyama up top. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Randall with the bucket.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Edwards cashing in from outside.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Edwards. Knocked away. Barnes looking around. Minnesota with the rebound. Inside. And here they go. And it's Barnes getting it down.
Hey, and Barnes not playing around when he gets near the bucket. When he has the ball deep inside, he's looking to bang it.
Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. Needs more production from the outside.
Thank you, David. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. San Antonio leading by 8. Paul goes in. Pass to Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama.